Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark into that opening. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to pass. It's Sayan. The receiver makes the catch. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a first down. And the quarterback keeps it here. They test the middle but gets stopped. That one goes nowhere.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Here's a handoff, testing the middle. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Ohio State. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down, ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
They're set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. It's a quarterback keeper. As the first down is still going. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
And that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
The offense with 3 tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. The back's got it. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. The sure hands. It's Simpson. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to have seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a 4th down decision.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call. and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Second down play coming up for this offense. To throw, it's Saying. Bringing pressure. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now, they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they can sell out and bring the pressure.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. You make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a first down at the 47.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Well, for many, this is the quintessential college football rivalry. It combines tradition, high intensity, and very often high stakes.
Yeah, Chris, I really think the rivalry has changed over the years. Guys in my era would tell you it was a game that was the most heated but the most respected because of the way you were recruited by both schools. There was the Woody, there was the Bo influence on the rivalry. But I think in the new social media era, I think it's more about hatred for the two schools. From both sides, it's just a different feel. We'll feel that today when these teams go at it.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
The Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Peoples. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And he can hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. It's Saying. Receiver makes the grab, and they convert on 3rd. Football at the 20 now. First down in the red zone.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. In the red area, it's Peoples. Running with purpose. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And the sophomore a little bit too much air into that throw. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Tate. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
At the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, Ohio State.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. It'll be a 26-yard attempt. Should be automatic. The field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
The Buckeyes will kick it off to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simpson. And the returner is brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Klein. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Handoff from the shotgun. Makes a nice move there. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Klein. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The Wolverines churn out another first down. First down. Looking to throw the football. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And the Wolverines looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
So getting nothing on first down makes it second and goal from the 8. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Still looking to put something on the scoreboard. They break the huddle on third and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of a play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And there's the handoff. They bring him down right at the 20. Going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Dropping back. It's Sayan. Makes a quick catch. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
By the receiver. Pickup of 10. First down for the offense.
Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Heading left after the handoff. Breaks free. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The Buckeyes will have first and 10 here. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He hands it to the back. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Third down and inches. Who is going to win this battle in the trenches? Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Grinding away with a running game. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Yeah, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This is becoming a long drive. Here's play number 9. He'll hand it off. Fights. He's in the clear. Juked one tackler and picks up first down yardage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. And then first down, right back to the running game. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
QB keeper all the way. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Moore.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Simpson. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Has the first, still on the move. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Here's the 2nd down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And that last pass falls incomplete. That will do it. Game over. That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to a long-awaited showdown. You don't have to be a fan of either team to appreciate the matchup of these two elite quarterbacks. Both guys hoping to use this big stage and display their supremacy. Welcome to beautiful South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium, the home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Gators will kick this deep to start us off. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the Hurricanes offense goes on the field first today. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
Dropping back, it's back. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pass not complete. So 2 incompletions brings up a 3rd and 10 on the opening drive here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds his man. It's Daniels. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a receiver. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
You know, the quarterback looks like he makes the right read, but I got to tell you, I think he underestimated the speed of this defense and how quickly they were able to get to him to prevent him from picking up the first down.
The Hurricanes will line up to kick it away. This will be the first punt tonight for this offense. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. So the Gators offense gets their first crack now. And Kirk, this is what we've been looking forward to. A matchup of 2 quarterbacks who are elite, very competitive, matched up against each other today. One of the better matchups we'll see all season.
Yeah, a game that we really pointed to all summer. Looking forward to this matchup. Knew these 2 quarterbacks would go head-to-head. Very important that they don't get caught up in the individual matchup. They just go out, work against these defenses that they're facing, and try to put up as many points as they can.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Grab down the middle. It's Hansen. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. They bring him down quickly, a short pitching catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Grab behind the line. It's Sturdivant. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Looking to throw it again. A deep shot to the left side. He hauls it in at the 25, still running. The 10. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Florida. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
Kicking team out for the PAT try.
For the extra point.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT.
That makes the score Florida 7, Miami 0.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
To advance on the football.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team flying downfield. Not much gained on that return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left.
Defenses all around the country got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Now it's second down here. They'll hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Keeping it on the ground here. Running through the tackle. Defense will make the stop and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. And the Canes will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Pulls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Quarterbacks all over the country try to manipulate the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, I think he just telegraphed it to the receiver that he was going to throw to, staring him down, which allowed the excellent coverage to be able to knock that ball away.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's a quick grab. They get the third down conversion. First down now from the 37.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
And the wideout goes in motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
Offense getting set. It's second down. The shotgun handoff here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Running back grabs it on a screen. He shreds the tackle. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
Now there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
So here on 4th down. Out comes the field goal team. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. After the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least. 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. To throw, it's back. It's a short completion to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down. The Canes will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
And that sets up a return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Hansen. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on 1 guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. That picks up a 1st down. We'll spot it at the 39.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
1st down and 10 now. Back to throw. It's Lagway. On the move now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
2nd down play coming up. Here comes the handoff. And the Gators looking to keep this drive moving.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
The Gators have 1st and 10 here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, he breaks free. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Wilson. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, trying to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
3rd down, you go to your go-to receiver, and he comes up with a big play. Nice job of keeping 1 foot in to be able to get that 1st down.
Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. This will be a 45-yard attempt. And he knocks it through with confidence. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Return begins inside the 10. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Canes will kick this away to start the second half. Handoff in a single back formation. Breaks into the clear. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Grab down the middle. It's Ball. The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
A completion makes it 2nd down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run